Well, you guys, the stock market is scary. I know a lot of us right now are afraid. We're looking at our portfolio and we just see red. Red, 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 red every single day. It seems like our portfolios are just going down, 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 and it hurts. It hurts. I know a lot of us have invested our life savings in our portfolio. I have invested everything I have into the stock market. And I was one of the persons that started in 2020. And it was a great ride. It was a great ride on the way up. Unfortunately, nobody ever taught me to take profits. So, there was a point in my stock market career where I would say my portfolio went up so much. It was like life-changing money. But I didn't appreciate the moment, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are feeling like that now that we're looking at our portfolio and everything is down. Every single thing across the board is down, and it is scary. The stock market has just gone down and down and down the past year. And no one knows what it is anymore because they used to blame it on one thing, then they blamed it on another. Now we're talking about inflation, now about rates. Like, it seems like every month or like one catalyst passes and now everyone changes it. No, it's this. It's this. No, the reason why it's selling off is because of this. And it's ridiculous. It's hurting me. Me personally, I can't even sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night and I look at my portfolio and I'm just like, wow. Like, I just see red. I see my hard work because the money I have in my portfolio at this point, it's like capital. It's like money that I actually worked for, right? Money that I sweated for. Money that I spent long hours working for. And I just see it going down and down and down. That I've been sick about 2 weeks now. And sometimes people get sick because of stress in their life. Stress in your life can get you sick and it can keep you sick. And, right now my voice is just so bad because I'm so stressed out. So stressed out. And I'm looking at the stock market and I know for a fact that it's never hitting zero. The stock market is never gonna hit 1 penny. It's never gonna hit zeros. Why? Because we have to remember that a lot of people's retirement accounts, a lot of pension funds, a lot of like things that are beyond us depend on the stock market, right? 401ks are tied to the S&P 500. So the government would never allow the stock market to go to zeros because it would be a disaster, right? For people who are retiring or about to retire. So right now it's a scary time and I don't even know what to do. I follow these big YouTubers and everyone, like today, meet Kevin sold. He sold. This is a guy that for months, weeks, days was telling everybody to just hodl. And today he sold. And I'm thinking about doing the same, but it's so difficult because the thing about YouTubers is that they make money off their videos, right? So if one of your favorite YouTubers loses 10 grand, well, guess what? He makes a couple more videos and he recovers that money like nothing. He doesn't have to work for it because they're not working people like me and you, like the retail investors. People that are normal investors who have to work for an hourly wage. We can't afford to lose 10 grand, right? I've seen Kevin take losses and he acts like it's nothing. And of course it's nothing for him. He's rich. He loses 20K, like whatever. I make more YouTube videos. It doesn't matter. And this is one of the problems that there is when you follow a YouTuber, right? And I will admit that I'm guilty of doing that because when I got in the market in 2020, I didn't know anything about the stock market. The educational system didn't teach me anything about it. I never knew anything. I'm already old, past 25, past 30. I never learned about the stock market until 2020, right? So where did I turn to learn about the stock market? To YouTube. Because that was where I gained knowledge, right? And it's a tough time right now. I don't know what to tell people. Me, myself, my portfolio is down half. This is money that I worked for myself. Money that I spent hours working for. Minimum wage jobs. Working 2 jobs. Working side hustles. And my portfolio is down halfway at this point. At this point, I could sell and salvage half of it, right? But it took me 10 years to save that money. Everything I put in the stock market, it took me 10 years to get to this point. And if I sell now, that means that the past 10 years of my life or the past 5, right? Because I'm halfway down, were for nothing. Those long hours, missing parties, missing kickbacks with friends, not spending, using coupons, saving, what had been for nothing. And I'm trying to remember the stock market crash in 2020. In the stock market crash of 2020, the S&P fell down in like 3 weeks. So fast. Everyone was afraid. Everyone was selling. And it recovered. It recovered, right? But now it's been bleeding. It's been about a year since it started bleeding. And I think I should have sold back in February of 2021 when we saw that first real dip. We should have sold. But my personal problem was that I had made so much money. It was just profits. So if I lost 10K, it was like whatever. Because it wasn't real capital. But now at this point I'm losing. I've lost real capital. And it's scary. And I know that a lot of people out there turn to YouTube that are like me. And you don't know what to do. Not even I know what to do, right? And it's tough because I don't know who to vent to. Who do I talk to about this? Who do I ask for advice? Who can I turn to? I can't turn to my family. Can you imagine if I told them I lost half my life savings in the stock market? It would not be good. And I'm sure a lot of us feel like that, right? Many of you guys, your dads, your moms, your parents, maybe your brother gave you their money. Like, we're all in so many different situations. And there's no one to talk to. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why we all turn to YouTube. I'm guilty of it myself. I turn to YouTube. I comment on people's comments. I talk to people. I join people's Discords because I like the community aspect of YouTube, of Discords, right? That you're able to come, talk to people who are like-minded, who invest. I don't have any friends in real life who invest, or at least talk about it publicly, right? It's one of those taboos that I feel no one talks about a lot, right? The holiday seasons pass, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and family members. I had aunts, uncles talking about the stock market. Oh, I'm buying this. And I should have known that was a red flag. When normal people start talking about the stock market and like this is when you know stuff is wrong, right? And it's tough. It's tough, right? I don't do YouTube videos. But today, I just feel so lost. I'm seeing everyone sell. I've lost half of my money and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So at this point, there's this famous thing that people say, if you didn't sell at the beginning, why sell when it's at 52-week lows? And it's almost right. Like, if I sell now, I will have sold at the bottom, right? And the crazy thing about the stock market is that you don't know when it's going to come back up. If you sell today, tomorrow, everything might skyrocket and bam, you're left in the dust. You took losses for no reason. And it's tough. It's tough. It's hard. And I just came on here just to kind of vent. I might do more videos. This might be a one-time thing. But I just feel lost. It's Friday. The weekend is coming in and I don't feel like doing anything. I want it to be Monday again, actually, so I can see what happens in the stock market. I hope this video serves some people. It helps people who have lost a lot of money in the stock market and are feeling like me, who you feel like, you see these big YouTubers selling, and for them, they don't care. It doesn't matter. They'll make more videos. They have so much money. They don't care if they lose money. They don't care if they lost money. But for the retail investors who have to sell and take losses, 10,000, 5,000, 1,000, it doesn't matter how much it is. But it's money that you actually had to work for. You had to wake up at 6 in the morning to go work for it. Maybe you worked the graveyard shift. You had to wake up at night to go to your shift. You were up all night working for that money. Maybe you were doing Uber on the side to make some extra money. And it's tough, It's tough when you're a real retail investor because these YouTubers, they're not real retail investors. They're big already, right? So when they sell, it doesn't matter to them. That's why it's so easy for them to hit the sell button. For me, it's so hard because I've worked hard for my money. This is real money to me that I've had to work for. If I sell now, guess what? The next 5 years of my life are going to be to recover what I've lost. And it's disappointing because I'm already getting older and I'm not young anymore. It's hard to work 2 jobs. I can do it, but it's going to be a pain. It's not going to be as easy as it was when I was younger and working 2 40-hour jobs like it was nothing. So I think that this weekend I'm going to have to use it real hard to decide what I'm going to do. Should I sell and never come back? Which I'm sure it's going to happen to a lot of retail investors. A lot of people are going to sell and never come back, and I don't blame you guys because I feel like doing the same thing. You know, I want to blame the AMC movement, the GME movement, the meme movement for this, because in a way, even though I made money off those trades, I feel like now it's coming back to bite me, because I feel like maybe the institutions are doing this on purpose, right? The big players are doing this on purpose to shake out all the retail investors, all those people who made those hedge funds lose money off those meme stocks, right? So right now there's a lot of blame being thrown all over the place. I'm sure the comments are going to go on fire. People are going to give me backlash, and at this point I just don't care. I just feel like I wanted to come on here and vent. So I'm going to have 2 things that I'm going to think about this weekend. I'm probably going to have a big bottle of tequila. I'm probably just going to drink my way out of this, and I don't care. Option 1, hold. Whatever happens, happens. If I lose my money, oh well. This will be a life lesson. I'll take the loss. Whatever. I'll start all over. I'm still young. I'm 30. I can work again and recover my life savings, right? Do I want to do that? Of course I don't. I don't want to do that. That's terrible. I don't want my account to go to 0, right? But is it something I'm willing to hold on to? It's tough. It's tough, right? I think it's everyone's situations. I'll be honest. If I lost that money today, oh well. I would consider that my retirement savings, right? But again, I'm young, so I still have a lot of time to recover from this. Part of me wants to do that. But then I remember, the stock market's not going anywhere. The stocks that I have, I believe in them. I'm not going to lie. I have small cap stocks. I have index funds. I have big stocks. I have a little bit of everything. Dividend stocks. But part of me believes that this is not going to happen. The stocks are not going to 0. I'm not going to lose everything. I might lose a portion, 70%, 30%, 60%, who knows? But I'm not losing everything, which I know is a good thing, right? At least I'll have something at the end. But I don't know. Part of me, option 2, I'm thinking about working hard. So continuing my job and getting another one, and maybe even doing side hustles. So maybe doing 3 jobs. And putting as much money as I can to average down on my positions that I have high conviction on. Because I know these stocks are going to go back up eventually. And if right now I'm able to buy these stocks that I was buying at when they were 20, 15, 10, I should be buying them when they're 5. That's like the best thing ever, right? So part of me wants to just stop looking at my portfolio and just go back to work. Just hustle. Hustle hard. Get 2 jobs and start doing side hustles. Go back to Uber. Do some Amazon, Uber Eats, Postmates, all these side hustles that we have. Cutting people's lawns. Getting an under-the-table job. Whatever I can, right? To invest more into the stock market. Because I know we're going to recover. But right now the pain is tough. It's tough, and I know a lot of people feel the same way. But, you know, this is just an average retail investor. I like to call myself the mysterious investor. And again, this is not legal advice. I'm not telling anybody to sell. I'm not telling anybody to invest more money. I just think that right now, I need to stop and think about what's better for me. Right? Sell, cut my losses and never look back. Or double down on my position. Which would make me feel good, right? Because I know we're going to go back up eventually. It might take a year. It might take 2 years. If I knew that the stock market was going to be better in 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, we're going to go back to the same levels we were last year, I would just hold an average down. The problem is that we don't know how long this is going to be for. But if you enjoy seeing a random retail investor ramble and tell you what they're thinking, subscribe, hit the like button. If you guys are thinking the same way I am, who knows, I might keep doing videos.